month, and then the 10th month on the first day, the tops of the mountains were seen, which I've showed you all that. That is 6 months off, second month. I would have to look at that on the timeline, but I have it on the timeline. So we look at chess, a game of chess like this, and that's what we do when we do all of our math. But I have a feeling that as we do our math, it's more like this. David here, I'm here, others are here. We're all, and it takes all three of us to figure this out, or all of us working together to figure this out. And everybody has, again, a piece of the puzzle, and it is multi-level math that we should be complementing each other and working together to try to figure this out. And this, I believe, is what's happening is a lot of people, when they build their timeline or their stuff, except for those moon people, they can't prove anything. But for the days of when things began and how long they can, go by and everything else, all the people that do their math, I think that's what's happening is we have different levels to this, and all of them are going to wind up with the ultimate result of a checkmate, right? Isaiah 66, before she travailed, she brought forth, before her pain came, she was delivered of a man-child. Again, before. Things are happening before. And I think that Satan knows this. I think he's like, oh, man, they've called out. I think God's using us to confuse Satan. I really do. Because, I mean, Satan's like, it's got to happen in a Jubilee, and he knows when the Jubilees are. You know what I'm saying? He was there on the first day. He knew that was a Jubilee. And so, he's just doing simple math, and he's coming to 2025. He was there when he told the Jewish monk, no, you AD, BC, AD. You don't put them over top of each other. What's wrong with you? And of course, we wound up with a 0 year because they did that. And that's why this is 2024. So Satan's been there all along, confusing the calendars so that we wouldn't know. But slowly on, here in the end, we're beginning to go, wait a minute, that's interesting. That actually fits. And so we're watching. And who hath heard of such thing, who hath seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day, or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. This is happening at Petra. Apparently, I don't know if this is AI or if this is real, but apparently it's raining a lot in Petra. For the first time in history, rainfall has been documented from this location. This is Petra. I don't know how real that is. I thought I'd take a screenshot from Facebook and share it with you. Trevor Woods, that's him, Trevor Woods. I think he's in Discord. I don't get in Discord enough to do that. I just don't have the time. I try to even, answer some of the comments and the emails, but I'm a one-man show, so it's really difficult. I work a full-time job, and I have never accepted one penny from anyone ever. Aside from Sister Sandy helping me with the timeline, nobody has ever given me anything ever. And I don't want it because I feel like, and I could be wrong, I don't know, but I feel like the treasures in heaven are being stacked up. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. People like Chris Estep over there at Global Rapture Watchers and Bob and those guys take in money and they help other people. I'm simply not equipped to do that. You sent me money, it would be mine. I wouldn't know what to do with it. Aside from sending it to Chris, I wouldn't know what to do with it. So please donate your money to Bob over at End Time Dreams of Vision and Chris and those guys who actually do something with your money and don't just put it in their own pockets and then sit there and call out people who do collect money for other people as being bad. Or I know this one channel just dogged everybody out about taking money until he took money. And as soon as he took money, zip, he's a hypocrite. He's 100% hypocrite because as soon as he took money, suddenly it was something he just didn't talk about anymore because he's taking money. You see what I'm saying? Don't be a hypocrite. I am not going to be a hypocrite. I will not take money because I don't have the ability or the infrastructure to move it around properly aside from just sending it to Chris. So if you were going to give me money, send it to Chris. Send it to Bob. Send it to those guys because they actually do amazing things with the money, and I have nothing but respect for them. But for those who take money and put it in their own pockets and help no one, I have no respect for. I have no respect for you, that you're just trying to pay your own bills. I don't think that that's. Now, if you're not able to work and this is what you do, I got to be careful because you guys hold me to the fire on some of the things I say. Like I said in that video that the SNAP was off, and I worked there for all my life for everything I have. Look, SNAP is there for people who need it. I thought you understood that I was saying that, but you didn't. SNAP is there for people who actually need it, but the abuse of the system has broken it. It has broken it. There are people who are driving Ferraris, living in nice houses with a SNAP card. Is that what they're called? SNAP cards? With those cards, you can go get free food. They don't care. They are like these people who collect money and put it in their own pocket. Those people I have no respect for. People who need it, who have children, God told them to have all the children that they could have. Don't stop having children. You just keep having children. And God said he would provide. And that's probably how God's providing for them, through a program like this. You see what I'm saying? But the people who don't, they have a full, they make $100,000 a year, live in a nice house, have a nice car, $200,000 a year, and they have this benefits. You see them carrying these groceries out into a super nice car, and you're like, that's who I'm talking about. So anytime I say something like, you've got to know that who I'm talking about. And again, it's the same thing with collecting money. There are those who can't work and they have a YouTube and you're donating to them, and that's fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you've ever heard of a channel come out against another channel for collecting money, it's just jealousy. And as soon as they get money, they suddenly stop talking about it. They're a hypocrite. And that's what I was talking about. At any rate, sorry about that rant. I had to clear that up. I didn't think I would have to. I figured everybody would know where my heart was on that. But there was a few comments, and I was like, whoa, wait a second. There's people that need it. And I'm talking about the people who broke the system. Trevor Woods has got a little channel here, 454. I've seen some of his stuff, and he did some stuff to November 17th. He did mention me in it, which is irrelevant to me. As far as why I would promote him, I promote lots of channels that don't mention me, but he does mention me, and he comes to November the 17th as well. I mean, anybody can do the math from November the 17th to second Passover in 2029. You can Google when second Passover is in 2029. So, but he's done some good work here. So anyway, let me keep going here. Where are we at? This is the verse, Jesus and the beloved apostle. Jesus said unto him, if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to thee? So why put this in here? Why even say this? Peter was asking if perhaps if John, the Revelator, was the Antichrist. Peter, turning about, seeth the disciple whom Jesus loved following, which also leaned on the breasts on his breast at supper, and said, Lord, which is he that betrayeth? He was talking about who was going to betray him. Why would Jesus say this? Same thing with the second Passover. If you're unclean from touching a dead body, why was it 30 days? It was 7 days. That's what the Bible lays out. If you touch a dead body, you're unclean for 7 days, not 30. What's the point of the 30 days? There's reasons for these verses, and we have to investigate them to see why and see if they fit somewhere. And they certainly do fit here for November the 17th. Jesus said unto him, if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that unto thee? It had nothing to do with this question. He was asking who the Antichrist was. It was Judas Iscariot. It was not John the Revelator. It almost appears as though John the Revelator is going to live, and it would be no thing for God to have somebody live 2,000 years, none whatsoever. Heck, what is his name? Methuselah lived 969 years. So it's not a far-fetched idea that John the Revelator would live 2,000 years and be raptured with us and be here with Elijah for the first 30, and then Moses be resurrected, come down from heaven. All these people, they're about to be resurrected to go to heaven. you know they're in heaven right now, right? They're not in the grave somewhere. They're in heaven right now, waiting for this day. As soon as this day arrives, they're coming down here. They're going to unite with their heavenly body, and then they're going up. And then we're going up. That's how it works. To be absent from the bodies, to be present with the Lord, they are already with the Lord. So Moses is in heaven. He has been this whole time, but he's going to come back down here, but he's not going up. He's going to resurrect, but he's not going up. He's staying here. He is going to die a second death twice. Let me clarify that, because people are like, it's pointed out to man, but what's to die? Moses will die twice. The Bible says that he died in his strength, meaning that when he rises for those 1,260 days, he will be in his strength. I think in whatever condition it was when you died, you will be brought back in a similar condition. If you were, died of cancer, I think you'll come back. You got a timeline, a short time to accept the Lord. But in hell, what we call hell, it's not the lake of fire, it's hell. In this place, they are talking about all of this, I believe. I don't think they're just sitting in the dark somewhere, because they're not being punished right now. And I think that they are all talking about this day and when it comes, and they're going to know exactly what to do the second they rise. I think they're going to drop right to their knees. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bringing against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuked thee. Even Michael, for some reason, wouldn't go up against Satan, because Satan is the king of this world, and he gets all of our dead bodies, and including he wanted Moses. And Michael, the archangel, said, no, the Lord rebuked thee, and he hid that body. That body is hidden to this day and will resurrect in its full strength when Moses comes back. I mean, this will not be a glorified body. It will be his body, as it were, when he died before they crossed over into the promised land. What was it? I think it was 30 days prior or something to that. I don't recall exactly, but I have the date of when Moses died. And so, that being said, Moses is in heaven in his spirit form, and he will come back down here, reunite with his body, and he will die again in 1,260 days, or 1,230 days, because perhaps John, the Revelator, is here with Elijah right now. There must be two witnesses witnessing for 1,260 days, right? But, and I don't know for certain, but if that is John, John can't be here because he's going to be raptured, because we see him in heaven in Revelation. So, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I don't know how long this went on. Sorry for the long video, but that's been on my heart, and I want to explain all of that. So go to a quiet place by yourself. Nobody needs to know, and you don't need to tell anybody, and accept the Lord into your heart. And it's nothing. You think that there's some formula that you have to do, and you don't. I've seen some of the most rudimentary prayers lately of people on Facebook going, I said a prayer and forgot about the prayer, and then told him to prove himself, and 10 days later, here comes this this proof that I can't deny, and he said, then I remembered the prayer. So careful you say that prayer. Careful you take that cup from drink from it, because that's it. It's all over with. You can't go back. Once you're saved, you're always saved. So, all right, YouTube, RepoMan64. We will chat with you all again later.